Good morning, friends of Knox-Met Kids at Home. So glad to be with you this morning, even though I am here and we are here and you are there, still we are together. As the old prayer goes, may grapes and peas and grace and peace be with you. If you're watching, let us know in the comments below that you're here. We'd love to say hi to you and you can say hi to other people who are watching. Today at Knox-Met Kids at Home, we're going to sing a few songs. We're going to share a story together and wonder together about that story. We're going to share some prayers. And if you have something that you'd like other people to know about and hold in their hearts when we're doing our prayers, we want to invite you to put it in the comments. And that'll be a great place that it can be there together. And after that, we're going to head off into the next adventure that we have in our day. At 10:30, our traditional service happens in the sanctuary. You can watch it here on Facebook, or if you've signed up, you can join us in person following our Pray Safe guidelines. And at 11:30, our virtual coffee time happens on Zoom. Cheryl's going to join me as we light our candle, getting ready to open our time together.
So the words to this song are, God welcomes all, stranger and friend. God's love is strong and it never ends.
It goes like this.
God welcomes all, stranger and friend. God's love is strong and it never ends. God welcomes all, stranger and friend. God's love is strong and it never ends.
Now we're going to sing it through 2 more times. But this time, instead of stranger and friends, we're going to leave some space. And you can either say the names of the people that are in your space with you today. We might say Cheryl and Cam, Lily, Isla, and Ollie. Or you could say the names of the people that you see watching along with you in the comments below. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Great. Here we go.
God welcomes all. God's love is strong and it never ends.
And again.
God welcomes all. And God's love is strong and it never ends. God's love is strong and it never ends.
Great singing, friends. We're going to sing another song. This is a good standing up song. So if you're not already standing up, we want to invite you to stand up if you can. Perfect. We're going to get a light and a light. Little lights. Little lights that specifically are your little lights. This little light of mine. We do a little like shimmy, shimmy, light, shimmy, hip, shimmy, light, shimmy, hip, shimmy, light, shimmy. Show us how it goes, Isla. Just like that. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Hide it under a bushel. No. How loud can you yell no? Can you yell no really loud? That's pretty good. Let's try one more time. Your loudest no possible. 1, 2, 3. Whew. That was loud. You folks are great. Hide it under a bushel. No.
No.
I'm going to let it shine. Here we go.
I it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Won't let no one it out. Definitely not.
Won't let no one it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let no one it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let no one it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Now, just in case there's ninjas around, won't let ninjas kia or kia. You can't tell, but my leg went really high
It's
there.
hard to get that
Almost on screen. All right.
Good job, guys.
I won't
Let ninjas fly it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let ninjas fly it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let ninjas fly
it out.
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
This little light.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Final verse. I'll share my light with you, and we can let it shine. You share your light with me, and we can let it shine. We'll share our light with everyone, and everyone will shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Do you want to be on screen? Okay. Here we go.
I'll share my light with you. We can let it shine. You share your light with me. We can let it shine. We'll share our light with everybody. Everyone will shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Okay, we're gonna whisper it the first time.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
A little louder.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
As loud as you can.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Big finish.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a light. Give someone who's near you a high five. Give someone who's you a high five. On the count of 3, we're going to do a nice, gentle, protect our screen high five. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job. I hope your screens are okay. We're going to do a prayer together. This is a body prayer, but it's a body prayer that's good for sitting down. 3 words. I am here. Let's try those. I am here. One more time. Ready? I am here. Great. Now, these aren't the actions, but these are actions. We've got 5 actions. 3 words, 5 actions. It's going to get complicated, but stay with me and you're going to be just fine. You can't see it, but my hands are on my legs. Up in the air, our eyes, at our mouths, at our heart, and on our legs. I am here. We're going to put those words and actions together. I am here. And here in this place, we're going to think about the words that we use. Think about the way our words offer new possibilities for ourselves and each other. I am here. Look at the place that we are. Look at the people who are in that place with us. In this place, we are part of what makes safe community. Where I am here. In this place, we live from a deep spot within ourselves, listening to the voice within, true self, the inner knower, the Christ, the God within. I am here. In this place, in this time, we look at stories and sing songs and share prayers in hopes that we might see ourselves and our world differently. I am here. In this place, we are rooted in where we are. We're rooted on the gifts of the land. Many of us find ourselves on Treaty 4 territory. We are grateful to be part of that land, and we hope that we might learn good ways of being on the land and all her people. And one last time, just the actions. Amen. Thanks for praying with me. We're going to sing another song, and this is a good song for sitting down or for standing up. So I'm going to leave it up to you. This is I Am a Wondrous Machine. I'll say a line and I'll say a line and you say it back to me. I am a wondrous machine.
I am a wondrous machine.
Of God's great design, of God's great design.
Of God's great design, of God's great design.
I am a wondrous machine of God's great design.
I am a wondrous machine of God's great design.
It goes like this when we put some music to it.
I am a wondrous machine of God's great design, of God's great design. I am a wondrous machine of God's great design.
One more time.
I am a wondrous machine of God's great design, of God's great design. I am a wondrous machine of God's great design.
I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to sing, hands to clap, feet to move, this body that holds, this heart so I can love. Let's try that.
I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to sing, hands to clap, feet to move, this body that holds, this heart so I can love. I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to sing, hands to clap, feet to move, this body that holds, this heart so I can love.
And we're going to put that all together.
I am a wondrous machine of God's great design, of God's great design. I am a wondrous machine of God's great design. I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to sing, hands to clap, feet to move, this body to hold, this heart so I can love. I've got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to sing, hands to clap, feet to move, this body that holds this heart
Boom, 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 boom.
so I can love.
Great job, folks. Thanks for singing. Now, last week we had a request from Vera and Grace. They were asking, when are we going to hear another one of Cheryl's stories? And that was such a great thing. And we're gonna like halfway meet that request today, because we're gonna have one of Cheryl's stories. But Cheryl asked if I would tell this one, because it's still kind of a new one. So this is a Cheryl story, but told by Cam. Excellent. Sound good? Yeah. Right on. Excellent. Grace and Vera, don't worry. Next week, Cheryl's story told by Cheryl. Cheryl's going to get us all set up and ready to go. We're having some funny camera stuff. Well, sometimes the camera doesn't do quite what we thought it would, so it's time for figuring things out on the fly. Our story, as so many of our stories are, start in a box. We've got some helpers in our story today. Our story has a red, sparkly color. It's kind of a celebration story. The story happens in a place called Cana, a village in Galilee, a village that had lots of birds who sang. Our story happens during a wedding. Two people who loved each other very much wanted to celebrate that love and share it with their community. And so a whole bunch of people came together to celebrate their love. I wonder if you've ever been to a wedding. And I wonder what it was like. Now, just like at weddings today, many friends came to the wedding. There were friends and neighbors and people they knew from high school. And all sorts of people were there. But at this wedding, in this time and place, when you had a wedding, not just friends and people you knew well, but everyone in the community would come and join. Big humans, little humans, all sorts of people. Jesus' mother, and some of Jesus' friends were at the wedding too. The wedding party went all throughout the day and into the night. And when the lamps were all lit, to keep the party going, that's when our story really picks up. As the party continued, people danced and ate and celebrated and drank together. Now, that's not something we can do right now. So part of this story is a little bit of a, I wish we were in a different time than we are. But here we are anyways. Now, on this day, the story goes that something went wrong. The hosts ran out of wine before the party was over. Nothing there. Now, this was more than just kind of an unfortunate party faux pas. You see, in this time and place, had there been no wine at the wedding, these two people who were holding the wedding, they would have been remembered for years and years to come as the people who couldn't provide enough wine for all of their community. And people in their community in this day and age would have probably treated them differently and not very well because of that. All because of something that happened. Now, Jesus' mother came to Jesus and said, Jesus, you've got to do something to help out. But Jesus asked, what does this have to do with me? I wonder if we've ever looked for help from someone and had them respond, what does this problem have to do with me? I wonder if we've ever been a person who was asked for help, and our first thought was, what does this problem have to do with me? Now, Jesus' mother heard what he said, and anyways, went to the servants at the party and said, he can help you out. Good thought on her part. Now, Jesus looked around to see what was there, and the only liquid was there was the water that they were going to use for washing up afterwards. So Jesus said to the attendants, take the water for washing up and put it in the wine pitchers. Now, this was a really strange thing to do, but since there was nothing else, they did it. That wasn't the only thing that Jesus said. Jesus said, take the pitcher to the wedding host, the MC, the person in charge of the party, and pour that person a glass. So they did. They took the pitcher to the host, and they poured a glass from the pitcher that they had poured the water in. Something amazing happened. It wasn't water anymore. It was wine. The host tasted it, and the host said, amazing! Because this wasn't just any wine, this was like the best wine that the host had tasted all night. The host said, normally people serve the good wine first and then wait until later in the night where, for some mysterious reason, people's sense of taste has kind of gotten a little bit off. And then they serve the not so great wine. But you folks have saved the best wine for this moment, late in the night. This is good stuff. The story goes that the party raged on, and they probably, at one point or another, did the chicken dance. Now I wonder if you've ever had an experience, maybe not exactly like this party, when something ordinary, like the washing up water, suddenly felt to you like it was extraordinary. Maybe an ordinary day turned into an amazing day. Maybe an ordinary thing that you had to do turned into an amazing moment that you loved and were so excited about. I wonder if maybe what happened was that ordinary thing was extraordinary and amazing all along. And what really happened was we just recognized that it was as amazing as it was. I wonder if at this time in our lives, where so much has changed, where so many of the things that we love to do, we cannot do, so many of the things that bring us joy and fill up our cups are not available to us. I wonder if even as this time goes along, if we have found anything that fills up our cups in an unexpected way. I wonder if you've ever had a time of needing help, like these people at the weddings did. And I wonder if someone's helped you fill up your cup in a way that was surprising. Kind of like the wine running out of the party and Jesus helping. And I wonder if you've ever met someone who felt like their cup was empty and you were able to do something to fill that up too. I wonder what that makes you think of. Thanks for wondering with me. We're going to go back to our next part of our service. We're back. Before we share prayers, we're going to sing our prayer song. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Now, a sanctuary can mean a special place, a holy place. It can mean a room with lots of rich mahogany furniture that smell of leather-bound books. Or it can mean a safe space. But this prayer, prepare me to be a sanctuary, reminds us that the sacred, that the holy, dwells in each one of us and in our communities together. And we pray that we might be safe spaces for beautiful things to happen in our lives, in our world, and with one another. If you've got a high-type voice, there's a spot where you can join Cheryl in a high-type singing part. Here we go.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
And here's that part. Oh, prepare me.
Oh, prepare
to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. And all together.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Beautiful singing, folks. Thanks for helping us. We're going to share some prayers, and this is a good spot to sit down if you'd like. I want to invite us to take our hands and hold them together like this. Maybe our hands feel like a cup. I wonder what's in that cup for you today. I wonder what joy. I wonder what thanksgiving and gratitude. And I wonder what worry, fear, or concern might be in there too. Let's hold those together. If there's something you want to name as a joy or something that's a thanksgiving, you can type it in the comments below. And as people type things, we can read what others have found as a thanksgiving for them today. And we can hold it with them. Maybe you have something in your hands that's a concern. Someone who's sad, someone who's scared, someone who's sick or alone. Maybe we hold them. Maybe we have a worry or a fear. Whatever it is, if you want to, you can type it below. And as people type it, we can read it, and we can hold it in our own hands. In our story, cups that are empty unexpectedly fill up. They do so in a beautiful celebration of community and justice. In the same way, we celebrate how when we gather as communities, even if our gathering is through screens like this or from far away, that somehow when we gathered so that empty cups would be filled and so that empty cups would be held together, that we might know we're not alone, that somehow God is with us in the middle of that. Somehow we are a sanctuary, a sacred space, a holy space, and a safe space. Now, taking our hands, we're going to share a prayer that Jesus taught friends and followers both. We're going to do hand motions and words because our prayers come from our minds, our hearts, and our mouths. I totally got those down. Our minds, our hearts, and our mouths. But our whole selves are involved in living out our prayers and answering the prayers of others. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And we can't share peace with each other in person, but we can do this. Take our hands, shift it like that, and go down. And in American Sign Language, that's something becoming quiet. Peace be with you. Let's try that together. Peace be with you. Maybe there's people in your space with you, and you can do that to them. Peace be with you. And then we go like this. Get our hang 10 fingers ready, and we say, and also with you. So one last time. Peace be with you, and also with you. Friends, thanks so much for singing. Thanks so much for sharing your prayers. Thanks so much for wondering with us in our story. Join us again next week. Cheryl's story, told by Cheryl. Watch for it. We're so glad that you could be here. We're going to end with our blessing song as we bless one another before we go off into the adventure that is the rest of our day. May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever. May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever. May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever, and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever. Beautiful singing, friends. So whatever the rest of the day has in store for you, until we meet again, may grapes and peas and grace and peace be with you all. I'm going to blow out our candle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have a great rest of your day.